Welcome! In the online world, I go by the name Kursix. I've been involved in the Australian competitive FPS scene for about a year now, and I've managed to win a few tournaments and earn a few titles along the way. I was a fairly big name in Shootmania. Now though, I'm in a transition period where I'm setting my sights on other games. For those of you who haven't heard me co-cast on Shootmania matches, and I'm sure that'll be the case for a lot of you, this will be the first time you're hearing my voice. It's not the best voice I know, but it's the only one I've got. And from now on I'll be bringing you gameplay videos with commentary, offering insight, reviews, as well as some tips and tricks from things I've learnt by being involved in the esports world. Today I'm going to be playing a game called Osu. It's a music-based rhythm game, so you can kind of think of it like Guitar Hero but for mouse and keyboard. If you want, you can choose to play with just the mouse, or you can use the keyboard for the clicking and have the mouse move the cursor. I choose to play with just the mouse because I started playing Osu as a way of improving my FPS skill by upping my speed and control with a mouse, and left click is what you use for hitting your targets in FPS, so I use the same button in Osu. I've heard people say it's easier to play with the keyboard, but I'm not sure about that. I've never really tried playing that way. It's not something I want to do, given my reasons. Osu is a fairly simple game to pick up. There are only 3 objects. The first of which is the basic hit circle. You click on it when the coloured approach circle reaches the white outer border. There's a slider as well, which is the elongated hit circle, which you click and drag a cursor along at the pace set by the slider ball, and some have a return arrow making you drag backwards or back and forth depending on how many return arrows are shown. Finally, we have the spinner, which you click and drag your cursor around on, and the faster you are, the more points you receive. Alright, let's get to it. If you're familiar with the game, you might notice I play with smaller hit circles. That's a setting I use because if you play with large hit circles, you're going to spoil your accuracy for FPS. Now, I'm fairly new to Osu and I'm not very good yet, and I had to pick an easy song that I get 100% on. Perfect score with no misses. I'll be making more Osu videos in the future, so you'll probably see me play harder songs then when I have more experience with the game. The song I'm playing at the moment is from the anime Naruto. You'll find the name of the song as well as a link to download it off the Osu website in the video's description down below. Osu is a fun little game which teaches a lot of the basics of gaming. Speed, accuracy, control and timing. I recommend it to anyone interested in games, especially FPS, or even if you just love music. Osu has a massive song library and a lot of it is Asian music, songs from animes, nightcore, and it appeals to people interested in those sorts of things. I use it mostly as a warm-up before a practice session or before a tournament, as it uses a full 360 degree of mouse movement and a range of techniques. Some of you may recognise my name from back when I wrote reviews. As for Osu, it gets a big thumbs up. For what it is, it's quite polished, and I'm always looking for little games that boost your skills in the big AAA titles. In a world where you can, and many do, waste an endless amount of hours playing games like Candy Crush or Flappy Bird, it's nice to see a real indie game for real gamers. If you enjoyed the video, please hit like and subscribe, because there are more videos coming of different games and different gamers. I'll be doing a video sometime with my good friend Smittis from the Smittis Bloopers, as well as others. If you have any questions, or if you'd like to see me play a certain game, don't hesitate to email me with your recommendations at kursix@gmail.com. Feel free to ask me anything, esports related, like how can I get into competitive gaming, how can I get into a team, or how can I make my own team, how can I become a caster, how do you get sponsored, ask anything. As always, thanks for watching.